guys, it's Monica. So I know over the past week I have been telling you guys that I'm going to do a sit down video and just kind of go over some things and where I am, and I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I decided today, since it was raining, I just had my hair appointment and a face full of makeup, I was not going to let it go ahead and go to waste, so I would sit down and do this video now. So, a couple of weeks ago, I kind of sort of, not even really went MIA, because if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I was on Instagram posting pictures, and some of you know that I went to go see my mom, and that I was getting ready for VBS, Vacation Bible School, and then I was doing Vacation Bible School. So, I'm kind of going to backtrack a little bit there. I ended up being one of many people to build the VBS set, which took a lot of time, effort, and energy. And I love doing it because it's kind of sort of what I do. That's my thing, you know. I really enjoyed doing that. It was a little bit of a challenge because things that we had tried and done in previous years didn't work this year. So it was really hard, but it all came together. It all worked out. So that ate up a good portion of my week there. And then, of course, the second week I was doing VBS. And by the time that I got home from VBS, I was trashed. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't want to record. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to do really anything. And along with that, just things with my mom, just kind of going back and forth in my head. Some of you know that I don't have a very good relationship with my mom for various reasons. They're not on my part, they're on her part, but I have been trying my hardest to do the Christian thing and be there for her in her time of need. But to be honest with you guys, I'm really struggling. I'm struggling with everything right now. I'm struggling with, you know, my mom being sick and trying to do the right thing and be there, but in my mind, things that she's done over the years that are not good things, not kind things, keep creeping back in there. You know, it's just, it's hard to see this woman sick, and I don't know, because when I always seen her when I was a kid, you know, she wasn't sick, things were different, you know, and she made the decisions that she made, you know, on her own. It wasn't because she had to. She made it because she wanted to. And right now I kind of feel like because she is sick and she doesn't have anyone, maybe some of the choices that she is making, are because she is sick. You know what I mean? It's not because she wants to. I feel like she's making them because she kind of sort of has to. It's kind of like that last effort to try to get your children to forgive you before she does pass over to the pearly gates. You know, I mean, I kind of feel like some of the things that are going on are maybe not as true-hearted as I would hope them to be. So I'm very on the fence about what I should be doing, what I'm supposed to be doing, in the aspect of her and our relationship. Last time I went and seen her was June 3rd. I waited. I did not call her on purpose, and some people might be like, that's horrible. But she, my whole entire life, has fed me, you know, that she's going to keep in contact with me, she's going to be in my life, blah, 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 and she never has stuck through to it. She has come and gone out through my whole entire life. So that is why why I'm kind of on the fence of everything, because I didn't want to invest myself, my heart, my energy, my family into somebody who was going to hurt them and hurt me. And that's why I'm on the fence about this whole thing with her, because I am trying to do what I feel is right, but at the same time, I'm kind of wondering if it's right for me, you know, if it's right for my family, my kids. So, you know, I waited. I went and I seen her in the hospital. She said that she was hopefully going to go home Monday. I waited. She said that she would call me and let me know. I waited for her to call me and let me know. She did not. I went ahead and went through my whole VBS week. I went through the next week, and I kept thinking each and every day, wow, she hasn't called me. I wonder if she went home. And then I had to stop myself several times from calling her, because I was like, no, if she's going to make this relationship work with you, she has to put a little bit of effort into it too. It can't always be one-sided, because it has always been one-sided with the relationship with her. It's always been me reaching out to her, me trying, you know, to have something with her, never her actually trying to have something with me. You know, and there were several instances where, you know, out through my childhood, she had the chance to get her children back, and she chose not to. She chose her boyfriends and to live the life that she was living versus getting her kids back. Speaking of kids, if you hear kids, they have a friend over there having a play date. The older ones anyway, is the 11-year-olds. But, you know, so I'm really on the fence about this, because she didn't have any contact with me. And then on Monday, which would be, let's see, today's the 21st, first day of summer. Monday, so it'd be the 19th, she called me when I was in there cooking dinner, and I was kind of shocked, taken off guard. And then in the back of my mind, I was like, why is she calling me? Because, in the past, when she's called, it's usually to give me bad news about how bad she's doing, to tell me that she's had a bad day. You know, not really like, hey, how are you doing? How are you and the kids doing? Just kind of like, oh, I've had a bad day. You know, are you guys going to come see me again? You know, going into this, when I first found out that she was sick, my first instinct was stay away. You know, your life is going so good now. You have finally, you know, moved past all the hurt and the heartache and just, you know, stuff from your childhood. Don't get involved again. Just don't. And I was really skeptical, and I kept asking the person who reached out to me, you know, for her, and I kept saying, why? Why now? Why does she, you know, what is it? I kept thinking, do they want me to pay for the funeral? Do they want me to pay for medical bills? You know, is the guy that she's been married to or dating or whatever, is he looking for someone to take care of her because he simply doesn't want to or can't anymore? Like, all of these thoughts and emotions just kept going through my head, you know, childhood stuff, just in and out. And as much as I seem to try to block it out, it just creeps in there just more and more. So I wasn't sure, and at first I had my guard up. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't want anything to do with her. Like, I can't. So I prayed about it, and I talked to Dale, and I talked, to a couple other people, and, I decided to go see her, and I guess it was for their best. I guess it was the right decision in some way, because I didn't want to have things left unsaid or feel like I didn't get to say goodbye to her, or, whatever. I tried to do what I thought was right. I'm sweating to death up in here, guys. It's raining outside and I'm hot. I tried to do what I thought was right. I went to go see her, and it honestly was supposed to be like a one-time deal. Like, I go and see her, and, I'm done. And then, we kind of talked a little bit more on the phone. I was like, okay, maybe I should give her, a chance. Like, I should try to do the Christian thing, try to do the right thing. So, I did talk to her a little bit on the phone, but still, it was me calling her, and it was still kind of one-sided. And then when I would talk to her, like when she would call me, it was bad news. Or like when her husband would call me, it was bad news. Like, oh, she had a bad day, etc. So it was still really one-sided. And it was just like that. So I tried to go back and forth seeing her, just, kind of give her a chance and all of that. But I'm still really, like, on the fence. I'm really tore about it, because I do have a lot of mixed feelings and emotions. On one hand, I kind of feel like she's trying to be truthful, and she's trying to fix her wrongs and, stuff like that. But on the other hand, then I'm kind of like, I feel like just by the conversations that we had and some of the things that are brought up, I kind of feel like maybe she has a hidden agenda. Like when I went to go see her, I didn't have a hidden agenda. It was just me trying to do what I thought was right, what was best, etc. But I kind of feel like she has a hidden agenda. Just some of her actions are very questionable to me. Some of the things that we've said is just very questionable. So my sister, my older sister, she doesn't want anything to do with her. And I have kind of tried to kind of help persuade her to have something to do with our mom, because I didn't want her, when our mom does pass, having any boxes left unchecked. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted her to get out what she had to say. But she is like, don't have anything to do with her because she's going to hurt you. She's trying to look out for me and herself because she knows that once those gates open with my mom, I'm going to start to feel. And when I have feelings, when she does pass or she does hurt me, I'm going to be really, really messed up. When she does die, I am going to be torn. I'm going to be torn apart because that closes the door to a relationship that I have wanted my whole entire life. I mean, my whole life. Okay, you've got to, my whole entire life. You know? So, I think she's trying to look out not only for her and her family, but for me and my family. My brothers don't want anything to do with her, and I can't force them. I can't force anybody to. I mean, I understand. Kinda. You know, but I don't know. I was okay until this happened, and I feel bad for the woman. I really do. Like, my heart goes out, you know, to her. I know that I wouldn't want to be this sick and die alone, be in the hospital, but I also have to look at that she chose this. And I know that sounds really mean and horrible, and some people could say you're not a Christian because you said that, but she chose to ditch her 4 kids in a nice, not even a nice way, just an appropriate way. She chose to ditch her 4 children. She chose to leave us. She had multiple times and occasions where she was literally offered all 4 of her children back, and she did not take them. She simply did not show up. When there was times that, you know, they were like, we're going to be here, you know, come here, she did not show up. So she kind of sort of did it to herself. And then when we tried to put the past behind us and involve her and let her in with our lives, she burned us again. So she literally did this to herself, and I have to kind of sort of, you know, wonder, like, is she trying to fix what she's done wrong because she's hoping, you know, to have God's forgiveness and to cross over into heaven, whether you believe in that or not. But, you know, I wonder if that's what this is about, or, you know, how some people, when they get on their deathbed, you know, things start to become a little bit clearer, and they're like, you know, but there was just, like, one occasion, like, the last visit, where I had talked to her, like, literally two days before we went, and I explained to her why I didn't hug her, why I didn't hold her hand, and I told her, you know, it is to do with you, but it's not to do with you. Like, I built up this wall because of you, but, you know, I tried to explain it to her, like, why I don't hug, why I don't hold hands and everything. And then, as we got ready to leave, I kind of felt, because her husband was like, all right, let's get hugs, everybody hug. And he was kind of pushing me towards her, and I'm not rude. I mean, I'm not, you know, a monster. When I tried to kind of wiggle out of it, it didn't really work. And so as I sat down, there's like, I don't know how many pictures were taken, but I did not look happy, and I was really uncomfortable. And finally Dill looked at me and he said, smile, Monica. And he knew I was uncomfortable. He knew that I was struggling. It was all I could do not to jump off that bed and freak out at that moment. But she knew that I didn't want to hug or touch or any of that stuff. And I kind of felt like she did it on purpose. I know it sounds crazy, and I know if you've seen the picture on Instagram, I have a smile on my face, but I can put a smile on my face and have a million things going on with me. You know, and as I said in that picture, you know, a smile hides a lot. You know, and it does, because at that point, I was not only scared, I was mad, I was angry, I was just like, why did you do this? Like, especially when I told you 2 days prior to this visit. You know, and then there were some other things, like, you know, during the visit that just happened, and all of these, like, horrible childhood memories just came, like, rushing back as I'm sitting right there in the hospital chair, and it was just like, I just had this thought, I don't want to be here. I want to get up and then leave. I don't want to be here. You know? And I think that's partly why I didn't call her when I got home, because that, just those feelings, that thought, and I was angry and stuff, you know, and then she finally did, like I said, call, but yeah, it was kind of like, well, you know, it was about her, and then eventually she got around to asking about the kids and me and stuff, so, I don't know, but, you know, I've just been dealing with a lot of that. I don't know what to do, because, like I said, I'm trying to do the right thing, but all of these just thoughts and memories and just stuff, and they're bad, they're horrible things that my kids have never heard of and will never hear of, because it is such a different world for them. I've been put through because of this woman and her actions, her selfless actions. I mean, she was selfish. She only thought of herself and not her 4 children that needed her. You know? So I don't know what to do about that. And I pray and it's like, I don't know. And I mean, I'd gotten past it, you know, and I'm thinking, you know, there's some reason that she's back in my life now. What is it? Is it, you know, I thought before, is it for me to bring her to God? I painted her a picture of a cross, you know, trying to make her feel better. Like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, what is this? I couldn't figure it out, you know. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to forgive her. You know, maybe that's what God wants me to do, is to forgive. But I just can't. I know I sound and look like a mean and horrible person because I just can't. I can't. I cannot just say, oh, it's all right, girl. Don't worry about it. I can't. I can't right now anyways. I can't right now. You know? So I'm really, really, really struggling with that. And I'm struggling with just other things in general. Like, Riley will be going to school in August. And all 4 of my children will be in school. I have been a stay-at-home mom with a few jobs here and there for the past 10 years. Well, actually, I guess it'll be 11. You know, so I don't know where my place is right now. I can't get a job because I have certain times that, like, I have to take the kids to school, get them from school, etc. You know, stuff like that. I want to be there for them for that. So I don't really care to. Dale doesn't want me to. I don't really care to get a job outside of the home. I don't really have to get a job outside of the home, which I'm really incredibly lucky and blessed, because there were some times where I really, really had to have a job. But, you know, this will be the first time that I will be alone by myself. I will not have a little child to take care of. And finding my place, because I feel like my job as being a stay-at-home mom is done. I don't know where I belong. I don't know what I should do. Like, it's kind of scary. I'm going to be alone by myself every single day, you know, except, you know, Saturday and Sunday and stuff, but 8 hours or so a day by myself. It's new. It's scary. It's just kind of like, I don't know what I should do. What should I be doing? Like, it's just really, I'm starting to kind of panic and freak out about it, you know? So, I'm trying my hardest to look at this like, okay, well, I'm going to have to take my kids to school. So, you know, I'm going to be right there across from the park. You know, go over there or go over to the YMCA or something like that. You know, work out over there. At least you'll kind of sort of be around, you know, some people. Go ahead and get your body, you know, and your mind right and fit. You know, and then go home and get yourself cleaned up and tend to your business that you're trying to grow and further in life, which is another thing. You know, I'm trying to do that, which does take up a lot of my time and energy and me. You know, and it is hard because we are in the just starting stages of this, so it is difficult. You know, and then it all kind of sort of circles back around to you guys. I'm really confused and on the fence about my YouTube, because as far as like the vlogs, I was vlogging every day, and then it just got to be where it was just too much, and then I set up a schedule, and I really thought that schedule was going to work. What I did not anticipate was Riley starting school this year. I assumed and thought, because his birthday was in December, I was going to have another year with him, but I'm not. So, you know, as far as like these videos and stuff like that, it's hard to carry on a vlog when it's just one person. You know, these cooking videos, I might be able to start doing a little bit more of those during the day, but I don't know, because things are just kind of up in the air with that. You know, I still like to do my beauty videos and all of that, but I just don't know, honestly, anything that's going to happen with my channel. I just don't know. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing. I just don't know right now, because you know, everything is changing. Everything is just changing. You know, we're still in the process of trying to buy this home. We're still going through the contract and trying to get everything worked out for our best interest and for this home. And then there's going to be remodeling going on, and I'm trying to build my own business out here. I'm trying to have not only this business I'm not only trying to have this homestead business, but I also want to have my own little tanning salon. So I have, excuse me, I have a million things like going on and going through my head, and I'm on the fence and up in the air about everything. Not only that, but there's just a few people that I've tried to befriend, and they're kind of screwing me over, and I don't know, like I felt like maybe God was leading me to befriend them, to be nice to these people, and it's just kind of screwing me over, and I don't know about that either. I don't know, right now, I don't know anything. I just do not know anything. So, I mean, I have a lot, and that's honestly, everything that I just kind of went over with you guys is honestly just the very tip of the iceberg. Like, there's so many other things going on with family, my health, you know, this home, my children, outside things, church life, just, you know, so many other things that, I don't know, like, I do good to remember what day it is. I mean, seriously, if I didn't have a phone that had an alarm on it, you know, or a little calendar, I wouldn't know what day it was. I mean, I'm spreading myself too thin. I'm not enjoying the things that I'm doing. I'm not enjoying the little bit of time that I do get to spend with my family. I'm not, you know what I mean? And I feel like when I don't post videos on here, or if I don't keep up with what I say, I feel like I'm letting you guys down, and that's not my intention. That's not my want. Honestly, at this stage, I just don't even know anymore. I don't know about anything. I mean, I'm like, I think if I keep going the route that I'm going, it's not going to be beneficial for me. I'm not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy it, you know? So, I don't know. I mean, if you want to know where I've been, or, you know, what's been going on with me, there it is. Like I said, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Other things I like to keep to myself because they're a little bit more private, but, you know, I'm going through a lot right now. You know, and I appreciate everyone reaching out to me and, you know, just making sure that we are okay, because I know I did, you know, kind of just, not really disappear, but just step away for a little bit. But I had to. I had to. I had too much on my plate. I still have way too much on my plate. So I am going to try to continue stuff, but I don't know, and I can't promise anything at this particular moment. But when I do figure out how things are going to work, and that will probably be the first month of August, because like I said, Riley's starting school, and if there is a position for me to be there, whether it be substitute or volunteer, I'm going to take that. You know, or if something arises such as this business, or, you know, the tanning bed or something of that nature, you know, I am going to do that. Like I said, once we do buy this house, we are going to be in the process of remodeling things, which is going to take a lot of time and energy. So I don't know what the future holds, but if you like me and you appreciate me and you love my family and you love my channel, then I trust that you guys will just kind of stick around and be there for me, and, you know, just kind of accept when I do post videos, you know, I don't know, and just understand that I am trying. I really am. I'm trying. You know, I can't do any more than what I am right now. So yeah, but you know, I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and let you know where I stand, and let you know, some of you know that I am okay and what's going on. And you know, you guys feel free to share, you know, your stories or your thoughts or just advice on any of these matters with me. I tell you one thing that I do not need, absolutely positively do not need. I do not need negative people or negative comments left on this video or any of my other videos, because you have no idea how it feels right now. You have not walked in my shoes. You are not here on a daily basis. You have no idea. My channel, my life has no place for negativity at all, because I'm like, seriously, just, I'm one step away from just closing everybody out, closing my channel down, closing, you know, what few friends I have, you know, family. I'm just to the point where I just want to put up a wall and just, you know, go bury myself in a cave or something and not come out. Like, I'm just to the point where I got too much going on in here, and not enough of me to handle it. So, but like I said, I wanted to touch base with you guys. Feel free to leave, you know, stories, comments, advice, you know, positive things. It's about positivity, not negativity. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because I am like sweating to death up in here, and these kids are doing God knows what. I think they were having a Nerf gun fight, but anyways, yeah, so I will see you guys when I see you, probably later this week. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you then. Bye guys.